I know we got a division when this year gaming facility came on board. Well, we don't want any more people to be tribal members because the per caps are put up. This is some of the stuff that was talked about. And that's absurd. We should gain as much of our young people to bring holistic families together. Because it's important that we go in that direction as Indian people. I think it's time now to not turn the page, but look at that page as we look at the preamble and live up to that end of that process. Make our community whole. Make our families whole. Just because, I don't know what a drop of blood will do. Up into the hundreds, they go back. People that left this reservation for services come back and they were no longer members. Just recently we had a family that tribal government took them off the roll, and they've been there for 17 years. Why? It impacts a lot of people within our community right here. So I guess this is a real controversial, portion. Like Joe said, there's so much that's involved in that also. There's $15,000 that we could spend, and every time we spend more than that, we have to go to the people. We're a multi-million-dollar corporation today, as you call it, a multi-million-dollar business. So there needs to be change. Well, we got to change them, like they said, page by page, and let's be successful that way. I'll leave that. Be good.
Okay, thank you. Lucy?
Page by page, without the consent of off-reservation members. This tribe is consisted of 3,566 members that I know at the last count. Approximately half of them live off-reservation. They have to travel to Larchiclambo, according to our Constitution, to present themselves at the polls. One of the first things I would like to see constitutionally reformed is to involve online voting for those off-res members. There are ways to do it. We have the technology today to do that. So to engage all of the people of this tribe, I think that would be the first priority, is to engage those members that live off reservation. We cannot proceed with constitutional reform without everybody's informed decision. So that is the number one thing I would see right now that would help us move forward in reforming the Constitution. And the second thing I have seen over the years, over and over again, is there are no consequences for violating our Constitution. It needs to be taken out of the hands of the tribal council and given to an unbiased review panel, so that when people come forward with a petition, it's not arbitrarily thrown out because you're popular on the council. It needs to be looked at seriously. There are legitimate claims at times. If there aren't, throw it out. Let the panel decide. But when right now the way it stands, it comes to the council and it's swept under the rug, thrown out, and there's no discussion on what should have been done, look at the charges, any of that. Those are the two things right now that I think of right off the top of my head that I've seen over the years. And I want to let everybody know that when the issue of off-reservation voting came, I was one of the first ones to jump and say they must present themselves at the poll according to the Constitution. We need to change that. We need to engage all the tribal members. And I am sorry for pushing that point way back when, and I do believe that was also the time we were fighting over the land payment money, the docket money that we never seen for another 13 years. And that's when we changed the 2C law, where our children nowadays cannot get on the roll. In fact, they're 1 age short of a family member. I have grandchildren that are 1/16 short. They can't get on a roll here. I think we have to reinstate the 2C clause. You're born and raised here, and be enrolled through the council vote. Those are just a few of the things I can see right now. And it's going to be a long process. But like I said, you have to engage all of the people, not just those living here on the red. We've got Chicago, Minneapolis, wherever they are still Lambo members here. They still call this home.
I want to thank you all. These are all very difficult questions, you know, and I think we as a community, I think we know the challenges that we face and the leadership that we need there to step up to the plate and accept those challenges. And I personally, like Brooks, I'm here for the long haul, you know, and we're going to have to meet them all together at some point. They wanted me to just take a quick 5 minutes recess, and then we're going to go ahead and write it.